Hello and welcome back to Daniel Drives. I'm Daniel Achterhuis and today we are here at the Crewe Heritage Centre for the Off the Rails car meet. What a fantastic name. Now, I understand it's been quite a while since a Daniel Drives YouTube video. That's down to mock exams at school and other really boring things, but nevertheless, we are back in action. And the action plan for today is just to see some lovely cars. I've already had a look round and there's some absolute gems. Remember to subscribe and follow me on social media at DanielCars05. Let's have a look. So there we are then, Crewe Heritage Centre, Crewe being the home of Bentley and previously Rolls-Royce. So quite well known in the car world. As somebody who has lived in Crewe and now today lives very locally, I can tell you that Crewe is not the nicest of places. However, Crewe Heritage Centre is. So as I'm nearly being run over by a Ford, let's have a look at what there is. Now this is going to be a bit of a vloggy format video, not my usual tripod high quality thing, but doesn't matter because there's some lovely cars. Now one thing I love about these shows is the sheer variety. Now you think a Metro is a small car until it's put next to this, an old Fiat 500. Parking for Italian only, other vehicles will be towed. Should have brought the Panda. Look at that. You always forget how small these are. These are really tiny. Let's have a look at the back. It's absolutely pristine. Chrome rear bumper. Fiat 500L. Oh, that is gorgeous. And white wall tyres. How it should be. Just noticed this as well. Italian flag, EU flag. That's nice. From one extreme to the other, Integra Type R Honda. I like these. I like them wheels as well. But I like this even more. 350Z. I do want one of these one day. Just look at the wheels and everything about it. Really nice V6 engine. And absolute bargains actually today. By the looks of it, the scooter gang are here. Look at that. We saw all of these come in before and it's a mental sight, absolute mental sight. The Dabbers Scooter Club. Look at that. This Chevrolet pickup is so big, I actually think you could fit that 500 in the back. Wow. This really is variety now. Modern day Audi R8 just arrived. V10, goodness. These are lovely. With all of the new stuff Ferrari producing, this looks so right. Look at that. Next to a 944 Porsche. Oh, that's the R8 starting again. Bit of UNOS goodness. We used to have one of these. Just love the pop-ups. 735i BMW. Automatic. Pure German elegance. So if you want a bird's eye view, this is as good as you're going to get really. I'm up a platform of a train. We might have a look inside the train in a bit, but this shows you just the turnout for today. Lots of variety, but I think we need to look at what's down there. Vanden, Plas, Allegro. This is just car heaven. Look at that front grille. Isn't that huge? It's absolutely huge. They did that to make it look a bit like a Rolls-Royce. They didn't succeed, but I think the Allegro, including the really posh ones like this, they get so much stick, but they're actually really stunning cars in my eyes, especially in sort of this blue. It's lovely. And here's the back end. Look at that badge. Oh, so luxury. Now this here is a Ford Anglia 1952 Ford Anglia, owned by Old Classic Car on YouTube and Car Traction on YouTube. Just met Car Traction and I saw Old Classic Car at the previous event, but give them a bit of promo, shall we? Go subscribe to them two channels, they're great people. What a colour for a UNOS. It's almost like bee yellow in a way, but I just love it. Look at it. God, this just makes me want our old one back. Ours was British Racing Green, and it was a Japanese import, and we had it whilst living in France, but because the way the French work, we couldn't get it registered in France, so it had to go. Very, very sad. And a tiny John Cooper Mini. I've seen this quite a few times at local shows, and it's lovely. Really, really good condition. And we get an interior shot because the window's down. It's a late Mini. I love the late Mini interiors because you get that wooden dashboard and nice dials and really dinky steering wheel as well. But look at the leather. A very nice Lotus Elise, obviously mid-engined, and the back is open so we can see. So boot behind the rear wheels, and in front of the rear wheels you've got the Lotus Performance engine. just bumped into the chap that owns the white Unos Roadster. Lovely guy. And he's on Instagram at retro_law, I believe. And he's also got a joint project with one of his friends, and it's an Escort, so we've got to look at an Escort. Just look at it. I love a Mark II Escort. In my opinion, better than the Mark I. I just love the look of them. Really stunning. And this orange as well really sort of pops. Ford Capri 2.8 injection next to a Tuscan STVR. Don't see these often, do you? But these sound epic. And look at that for an interior. And look at this for a Mark II MX-5. First of all, look at the exhaust exit in the shape of a love heart. I really like that. And I imagine that's quite a lot of work as well. So I appreciate that. But look at the paint scheme. It's bizarre, isn't it? I appreciate it though, because it's so out there. Stripped back is one way you describe it as. And a tennis ball. It's all very random, but I've got to appreciate it. That is lovely. And we'll see the front end as well. Ultima race car, which is road legal. And I saw this at the last Off the Rails car meet. And I've got some footage. I'll put the footage in a minute. But look at it. It's fantastic. The colour and everything about it is just so wild. I love it. Here's an example of a car you always used to see but don't see anymore. Renault 21. Now there's about 3 here, I think. 2-litre turbo. Oh, I just love it. This is Renault probably at their best. Now obviously we've got a Scenic 2010. And when you compare it to something like this, I think, God, they went so wrong. But even just smells nice as well. Look, there's another one. Another Renault 21. Oh wow, M5. That is cool. Big massive fan of the M5 wheels. I just look at them, they're gorgeous. Now this here is a Pontiac Transport GT owned by a lovely guy called Alex who's just over there. And just chatting with him earlier. Great guy, he's part of the TCV club that I am in as well, because my gran's got a TCV. And this is lovely. He was saying he's brought the whole family along, so he's come in this instead of his TCV, obviously. I said, yeah, got to come in this sensible family bus. And he said, as sensible as a 3.8 litre engine can be. But wow, you don't see them at all. And I believe he got this imported, but I'm not 100% sure. I think really we ought to head inside the Heritage Centre to see some of the absolute museum pieces that are in there. They're pristine. This is massive and it's beautiful. White wall wheels, tyres, sorry. Wow. These American cars make me laugh because they're so big, but interior space is no better than our Panda. It's funny. And off it goes. So then, look at this. We're now inside, and there's a lot to see in here. First thing to see is this Lotus Cortina. Cars don't get much better than this. They certainly get more reliable, but that is just lovely. I love it. Let's have a look at the engine. Lotus powered engine. I love it. So here in front of the vintage ice cream vans, which are lovely, we've got a quite clearly well-loved Subaru STI WRX. Obviously recently Subaru announced they weren't going to do any of their really sporty models, which is a massive shame. But it just means we can appreciate these more because they're absolute beasts, aren't they? From one beast to another, Ford Sierra Cosworth. Let's have a look at the Cosworth engine. 16 valve turbo. That is lovely. Such a king. It is an absolute king of a car. We're going to have a look at that rear wing setup. I love it. I love so many of the cars here. I keep saying the word love and lovely and gorgeous, but seriously, they all are. Just, Continuing the Ford appreciation. Ford Escort XR8i convertible. That is so right, isn't it? That's so 1990s. An old Toyota MR2. You don't see these often, do you? With a very Japanese interior. This Metro here is obviously owned by an absolute Metro enthusiast because it's modified to hell. I mean, first of all, listen to the exhaust notes. Sounds lovely. Lovely powder-coated wheels by the looks of it as well. And this sort of like ruby red paintwork. That's really nice. And it's been to a lot of places obviously as well, or it's got a lot of stuff in it. And look at that, is that like a performance fuel tank or something in the back of there? No rear seats. Wow. They've got such lovely faces. I follow a few people on Instagram that have these, and I'm going to be honest, I'm quite envious. For the train enthusiasts, we've got a massive train. I don't know what it is, don't ask me. I know nothing about trains, absolutely nothing. And I haven't forgotten the promise, we will try and sit in one later on. But yeah, I know nothing. absolutely nothing. And Crewe Heritage Centre is actually based at, beside a railway actually. Obviously Crewe is very well known for its railway network because I think during the war it was quite a major railway network in Crewe. And yeah, very famous actually for its trains and obviously Bentley and Rolls-Royce, but massive train behind me. Fiesta's going. And the metro is going. That sounds lovely. Oh, and an old Viva leaving as well, in that sort of baby blue paintwork. I love it. Now them two cars have gone, we can have a look at this slightly different Sierra. Obviously behind us we've got the Cosworths version here, but this one is slightly different and I like it. There's something about a 1980s, 1990s Ford that really appeals to me. Don't really know what it is. This is a Sierra GL3 4x4. Wow. Okay, these are very rare. These are very, very rare. We may as well show this. Look at this. Model railway going around. That's brilliant. Another one here. Oh, I think this is slowly becoming a train channel. I love putting the camera really low because it kind of looks life-size then. Another one coming. Don't ask me which one it is because I haven't got a clue. Oh, brilliant. What we have here, viewers, is a very, very crazy Reliant Robin leaving the inside of Crewe Heritage Centre. Hope he doesn't fall over. Look at that. Oh my word, it's got a bonnet scoop and everything. Oh, he's just moving it. He's just moving it. That noise. Back outside now. Austin Maxi. Oh, God, I love Leyland. Two-wheel goodness for the two-wheel fans. Hopefully we'll have more two-wheel content coming to the channel soon. It will become Daniel rides rather than Daniel drives, but some Harley Davidsons. I especially like this one in this yellow. But this is what I've come on today. The Cowboy 3 electric bicycle that we've recently bought. And there will be a full review coming to the channel of that very soon as a sneak peek. Rolls-Royce. God, it's like a barge. Silver Spirit 2. Oh, I just love the colour of that. Cream leather interior inside as well. This has just turned up next to the 500. It's a Q-Pod. Q-Pod Sport. I know that from the sticker obviously, but I thought it was something like a Q-Pod beforehand. But look at that. Look at that. It looks like a little bug. If you thought the Citroen Ami that I reviewed back in August, Escort, if you thought the Ami was weird, then this is just even weirder. Look at it. Oh, I kind of love it though because it is so weird. Right, so we're getting in a train now for a quick lunch break. Let's see where we can go. Oh, no, I know nothing about trains. So I don't know if anybody in the comments can tell me which train this is or any details. It looks all right. Nice upholstery. This is the kitchen area. We got some nice old-fashioned Fanta and Sprite and Pepsi and stuff like that. I don't think I can get in, otherwise I would, and I'd pretend to be somebody I'm not. It's brilliant. I need to find a table. I think this will do just fine. Just spotted this in here. Here's a toilet with a clear door for, you know, some apparent reason, and there's a mannequin thing inside of it. Weird. Emerging back into the outdoors, where some more cars have arrived and majority of them have left. So then I think that's it. That's everything you need to see at the Crewe Heritage Centre today at the Off the Rails car event, which I think is just a brilliant name, obviously, because it's by a railway line, and if you like cars, you're off the rails, apparently, which is probably quite true. So thank you very much for watching this Daniel Drives video. Now exams are over and I've got more time, videos should become more often again. I've got some exciting things coming up, so make sure you're subscribed. And I must mention as well, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. During my little break from YouTube, we did hit that milestone, and I am so grateful. Such a massive achievement. So yeah, the content will only go up from here. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can follow me on social media at DanielCars05. See you soon.